So we're still on home maintenance, home improvements. You saw me painting a good section over here. I haven't done the galley yet just because we use that upper section all the time. So I think that'll be the last section that we do. But in this section, Davy's gonna make some ceiling panels for me finally to cover up all the wiring for the lights.
What do you mean finally? We've only been waiting 6 months.
Yeah.
I've got the wood though now.
Yeah. So we were able to find the wood that we need to make this look nice.
Which means rewiring this basically, because I did this with what we had laying around in the Bahamas, so we had some light. And now we have access to Amazon and marine stores and hardware stores. So we're going to rewire this with all the correct marine wiring. So rip this down, make the ceiling panels, and we'll rewire these lights.
So if you recall, we're going to put a ceiling panel here, there, over there, and on that side there. And guys, look at my Christmas setup.
Talk about squirrel. Squirrel! Change your focus. There is another panel that goes here and another one that goes down here as well. This is going to look really, really nice when it's done. And we can paint it. What colour are we going to paint it? That's decisions to be made, isn't it? Yeah. When we're going to do a sample piece. Yeah. But anyway, all we need to do is stop Erica from being distracted by squirrels. No, so we're not sure if we're going to do the ceiling panels in the light grey colour or in the darker accent colour, so we're still deciding on that. What do you think? Leave it in the comments. Should we do light or dark? Also, on the squirrel factor, Fox is loving the fact that there's squirrels here. Every time we go to the park, she chases the squirrels around like crazy. She's still not really used to them, so it's quite comical to watch her. Barefoot's way too small to have a Christmas tree, so I used our Christmas hats from last year to make trees. I'm so excited for the ceiling panels. It's just going to look more complete. It is going to look nice. We've been talking about doing it for ages, but we couldn't get the materials, really. Now, no excuses. Davy's got to get it done. Well, the thing was, when we were in the Bahamas, we probably could have found wood for it, but a piece of wood that is $80 here for like a big sheet of it. But they didn't even have that quality stuff. But it would have been like 150 bucks for like a less quality piece of wood. So it's just smarter to wait sometimes. We had to live in a bit of chaos for a while. I know you guys have been putting up with it, but we are going to make this place look a lot better very, very shortly. So stay tuned. So while we're talking about some home improvement stuff as well, something that I think you guys are really going to enjoy. So you know how the hardtop is being held up with wood? We did have somebody come out. Sorry, there's a plane. So we did have somebody come out on Monday, and he gave us a quote of what it would cost to either get aluminum supports, or as Davy calls it, aluminium, or stainless steel. So we're still waiting on the quote to come back to see what that's going to cost us to get all the metalwork done for the hardtop. And once we get the metalwork done, we'll be able to finish this hardtop finally. So I know we asked your opinion whether or not we should do dark or light on the ceiling panels, but I think I've already made that decision. I think we're going to go lighter. This paper that Davy's using as a template, when it was up against the ceiling, you can push it up there in a second. 1 second. It looks too dark, I think. And yeah, it's just, I think the lighter gray will look better. Plus our sofa, we're going to be getting new sofa covers. So the sofa's going to be darker, so if we go lighter on the ceiling panels, it'll just look better overall. So we had a minor incident last night. I had just finished the washing up in the sink, and then I heard water gushing out from underneath the sink. So it was like, what the hell is that? There was like water everywhere, and I was just screaming, water, water everywhere! Davy was down in the bathroom. It didn't help because I was sitting on the toilet at the time and I had to come running up the stairs with my pants around my ankles to inform Erica we're not connected to City Main. I know, I forgot. Turn the pump off. I just brain fart. You know when something goes wrong and you just panic? It was panic stations. Anyway, so we found out that the hose, where was that old hose? So the old hose that Davy actually repaired when we were in Loop Run. I made as best as I can out of what we had. So he had taped it to try and keep it less. There's a lot of fraying. It's like a metal cable. Yeah. It's probably not the right description, but it ended up splitting. So the hot water just came out everywhere and went everywhere.
So Davy was on a mission this morning. He's been to Home Depot again. It's turning out to be one of our favorite stores.
So glad we got them damn scooters. They get me everywhere.
Yeah, our GoTrack scooters are phenomenal. They get you around so easily, so much quicker. So Davy had to find these 2 replacements. We're going to replace the cold water one as well as the hot water one. May as well. The cold water one looks like it's on the way out as well. But our faucet itself...
A beautiful faucet.
looks like crap.
I mean, it probably could be cleaned up and polished
It's like
up,
all corroded and just like stains on it. Ooh, there's still water in it.
Still full of water.
So
what have we done, babe?
we've replaced the old.
So, Erica has his Christmas present.
Look at that.
See, I was wondering what to get her, and now we've managed to work that out. So we've got a brand new one. It's got one of those retractable jobbies. Needs to be installed properly with the weight on it, and yeah, that should look really nice with the kitchen remodel and the boat remodel. So, thank you, Home Depot.
I'm so excited. It's gonna look so much better.
Oh, that's you with the camera, is it?
Is that a new fitting?
A new one on the end here, because we need to do a conversion. As it's being a French boat, it's all bloody metric. And that's the same for any European boat. That's just the way it is.
Is it not because the French are playing England today in the World Cup?
It's got nothing to do with that. We need to go watch that. There might be some swearing involved. So, I'm going to reinstall this. Anyway, there's not much to see. What we've basically done is we've got managed to get a conversion bit. So this should plug in, because this is 15mm pecs, whereas you'll find here in the US they've got like 1/2 inch, quarter, 3/8 pecs. They don't do millimeters. So I couldn't convert it from this end, but I managed to get a conversion piece very luckily. Had it literally on the shelf in Home Depot. Which I was surprised about, because we have tried before with some plumbing on this boat in the Dominican and we just couldn't find the parts. But got lucky this morning, so this should be a very simple installation now, if you get the camera out of my way.
So Davy's probably one of the only English people that doesn't really care about football that much. But considering it is the World Cup and it's England versus France, and there is some rivalry between the two countries, I think we might have to put that game on today and just see what happens. What, you'll upset people? Why?
Well, because that's what always happens.
So our house was all put back together underneath the sink, but now there's crap everywhere again.
Whoever suggested that.
Did it fit in the hole?
Always fits in the hole, right?
So it actually fit perfectly in there. Obviously it's gonna look so much better when all this crap is out of the sink, but I love it. It looks, now we're gonna
showing people when it's like this.
We're
Show
gonna
them the
have
end
to
result.
replace the sink.
There's always something. We've got to get an induction top, a new sink. Let's get a new boat. If anyone's got a spare new boat they want to throw our way, feel free.
Only a couple leaks?
You film me, I don't ever have leaks.
No?
Slight drips. Alright, I think we're negative on drippage. I think we're all good. You want to run the taps a little bit? Just make sure we haven't created any leaks on the drain side. I'm wiggling everything around. Seems pretty good. Seems like we could do with cleaning out these pipes. You know, we used to put that stuff in the pipes.
Yeah.
I think we should do that again. I can see a bit of build up in the bottom. But we're all good. No leaks, water works. Result.
You think you could fit in that cupboard?
No, I could, in an emergency. If there was pirates, I could probably curl up in there.
Alright, so you may have noticed that we haven't posted a video for a little bit since I started doing my painting. So since we started painting the boat, things have kind of gotten a little bit turned upside down inside. We've started working on a few different projects. We really haven't had time to do the video editing process, but don't worry, we will be posting more videos soon. So there should be lots more interesting content coming up as we are doing lots of different projects. So I'm gonna show you a little bit of what we've been up to. We haven't actually been living on the boat for the past week. We've been house sitting for friends of ours. We've been looking after their dog while they're away on vacation. So it's been a little bit of fun. But take a look at what we're working on. So it's a bit of a disaster zone in here. There's cushions everywhere. By the way, have you noticed our new cushion covers that are covering the sofa? It looks fantastic. It'll look even better when there's not crap everywhere. I'll take you down here. So we haven't started painting this side yet, as Davy is working on his new organization system.
Yeah, we're gonna have a full system for all the tools, equipment, engine parts, everything else, so that maybe we actually get the spare head back. So if any of you come to visit us, we'll actually have a head. I don't have much more to say about it than that.
No? Look at your boxes. You were so excited about your boxes the other day.
Very excited about my boxes. But there's lots of boxes.
So it's a pack out set.
That one doesn't like standing up because it's a skinny one.
So they're all going to be organized with different stuff in them.
Well, some of them already are.
Some of them already have stuff in them. But like that one says power tools on it. One's going to be electrical, one's going to be plumbing.
Yeah, but we need a little proper label maker.
Yeah, we'll get there. But it's going to be so much better than having all the millions of boxes that we had before. Plus, you can see a little bit behind Davy there. That head is emptying out a bit. I know from previous videos it was kind of like a bombshell went off in there and there was just stuff everywhere. So this is what Davy's been working on. But obviously we want to get the shelves in the right places, the right heights before we start painting everything. Plus, with the amount of stuff that we've been moving around down here, we don't want to scratch any of the new paint that we put on. So do this process first, then we can paint it and put everything back together. As we're not living on the boat right now, it does make it easier to do our side of the boat. So, like I said, there's stuff everywhere. It's just a nightmare. So, I'm going to work on these shelves today. Then we have to figure out how to do, where to put the mattresses. Not how to do it. Obviously, you just paint the walls. But we're going to move the mattresses, stack them up so I can get in and around there. Doing the doors as well and the door to the bathroom while we're not living on the boat will be key because there'll be less humidity in the air. So fingers crossed everything goes to plan. And I am getting better at painting. I'm gonna fix a few of my mistakes from last time. Like, it's chaos. I'm even defrosting the fridge. So it's making it even colder inside than it already is. All the food's down in the set power downstairs so we can keep that cold. Ah, so much going on.
So we're having to go through all the old tools because we have basically been replacing the old rusty stuff. But I must say it's still a little bit sad. Some of these guys, I mean, they're a bit worse for wear. That's not even square anymore. That goes to donate. So it's just like me and this guy. We've been all over the Caribbean. We are fixing stuff. But it's a bit on the wobbly side, and I've got a brand new set. So.
Need to cry?
No, but you know, that's a good tool.
You're keeping him?
I'm not sure.
So this is the maybe pile. This is the donate pile. So any of you lucky people over at Sunset Bay Marina, we have been putting a few tools over in the laundry room over there that we no longer need.
Somewhere the rubbish is going in the actual bin. The good stuff's going in the laundry room.
Okay, so I know we started this episode out by talking about ceiling panels. They unfortunately aren't finished just yet. We've had a bit of a squirrel moment. There's some other projects that have come up that need to be done first. Like as you saw the water from underneath the sink, that kind of took priority. And now our friend Greg has arrived with some of our exciting stuff. So we have a really big electrical refit that's going to be happening very shortly on Barefoot, so stay tuned for that. The ceiling panels, they will happen soon, I promise. We have all the wood on board. We've actually been moving it in and out of the boat every morning, so it's kind of a pain in the ass. So it will be happening soon. It just won't happen in this week's episode. But behind me you can see that Davy has actually already stuck up the wood, the little wood panels with the Velcro on it that the ceiling panels will stick up to. And as we're doing an electrical refit, we also want to run all the cabling up there as well. So maybe it is a good idea that we haven't finished the ceiling panels just yet, because we do have to run a lot of cabling up there for the lighting. It's gonna look sweet. So just want to close out this week's episode by saying we hope everyone had a happy, safe holiday season. We had a fantastic time thanks to all of our friends here that we've made for just some great times. We're really looking forward to what 2023 has in store for us. We hope you continue to follow our adventures. Stay tuned for next week's episode.